So let me put you through how everything works. Just input on your device stable followers .com. The followers as s.com. Okay. So this is the website. These are things you might just need to. All this one you might not really bother much on them, but it's better you read the terms and conditions and stuff like that. Okay. What you do here is to first sign up. I already have an account, so I feel there's no need to sign up again. You input your username. Your username, make sure use your nickname. Use a nickname that you won't forget easily. First name, you know your first name. Last name, you should know your last name. Email, you should know your email. Password, you should know your password. The password you know you won't forget easily. And here in some cases they might just this is just technical. This thing they will say you should verify you are not a robot. Here traffic lights, you check this traffic lights, verify. You see it's marked already. That means if I input all details and I click on I've agreed to the terms of services, I can easily sign up. Let me sign in as I already have an account. Administrator. I would like to show you my password, so I will pause the video. So I've signed up already. Where do I even start from? The first step you are going to do is to be able to decide the price of what you want. Reselling is allowed on this platform. Like you can decide to use this as service for individual use. You can also be reselling. So if you are using it for individual use or reselling, it's still same method everybody is going through. So what you do here is so what you first do is just to choose category, which is what do you want. Let me go through the categories. This is first is random Instagram followers, cheapest, and this for followers for IG. Then this one is Instagram posts, customized comments. This is the section that can allow you to input whatever you actually want to show on a page. Maybe you have a business niche and you want automatic comments. You want people to be a lot of different people to say hi, hello, or good product or anything like that. You can set it automatically. Let me put you through. You need to put the link here. You copy the post link you want the comments to be on. You put the quantity here. Then you put the comments here. One comment means that's one user. That's one order. The next you want people to say nice. That's two orders already. Next you want people to say good. That's three orders, and you can see your charges here already. It's reading already. That's just the charge. So you want people to say yes. That's it already. That's it, and that's just for that. Let's go to the next category, which is this. This is Instagram followers Nigerian services. This is purely Nigerian, high quality Nigerian with high profiles will follow you up, and your page will look really more real. It's a bit costly, but this is what you can do to save cost. You can reduce the quantity, which is I think the lowest is 500. It's a bit costly, but it's the best, and it's a very top-notch distance. So, and another thing you can just do is to mix. You can mix Nigerian followers a bit with the general followers, so at least that will give you the result you want. This Nigerian Instagram likes purely Nigerian, and this Instagram's comments, but this one is not custom. They will just come in randomly. So I advise you always use these services, which is this one that includes a bio and someone writing. At least you can edit to the type of comments you want. These Instagram premium services, these premium followers, like high quality people would follow you. Why I'm by quality, like top notch people on Instagram would follow you, not like general people or like average people who follow you. Like high class people who follow you if you have that premium services. This is Instagram verified services. It's a bit costly too. This will make what would I say? This will make people that are verified user on Instagram, people that have that blue tick, like celebrities will follow you, but it's a bit costly. So you can just, what you can do is, you can see the minimum is actually not really that much. So you can just say one is 9,178 actually. One is 9K. Just one, you want one verified. If you want 10, it will be 91,000. This thing for verified celebs to actually follow you. It's going to be instant. Then this Instagram likes Real HQ. So this is it. So you can always go for this Esho suggested. What it means Esho suggested is, Esho is actually the administrator of this website, and he has actually placed some categories or services with his name on, so you can know that's just the service people would actually prefer and a lot of people are using. So when you say Esho suggested, it just means that's just the service people really prefer and are using. All other services without even Esho suggested are working. If you go for this, it will work. If you go for this, it would work. But this Esho suggested just means that's just what most people are using. And if you want to follow if you wish to follow the majority, you can just go for this. Now let's move to the Instagram views. This is just for video posts. This is Instagram story. If you want people to view your stories, this is just it. People to view your this thing, auto story views and a lot of things. You can scroll through it, so it's an adventure. All services here are perfectly working, and if you have any issues, you can always message us via Instagram or probably via our mail. This is impressions. If you want people to visit your profiles and a lot of things. This is IGTV for all those long videos, like all these that do skit and stuff to increase your likes and views. This is the stuff IGTV. This is let's just skip to AudioMac. This is for AudioMac services. You can see a search suggested. That's the ones for plays. You want people to listen to your music. You can do as much as possible. At least we have 10K. You can do 10K in a day. Like 10K people will play your music and listen to it. So at least it would impress others to also listen to that music, because they will say, wow, 10,000 people are listening to this music. The music must really be interesting. It's a different story from someone with just 10 plays. People won't even be interested. They will just be like, probably the song is trash and they won't like to listen. So that's just for it. All you just need to input is your link, which I'll still go through and teach you how to input links. Clubhouse, let's keep it. Everything is working, but we are not focusing on that. Facebook followers this video rather, so we are not going to focus on because we see them as categories that are not really demanded for. The highest demanded category is Instagram. That's why we've placed it there. So this is Facebook. Followers is working, post like is working, group member is working, views is working, comments is working, Facebook page like is working. Let's move here. This is another place. LinkedIn services. You can see this for USA profiles. LinkedIn is a, how would I say, it's a kind of professional platform where you can see people's recommendations and a lot. People you should know better about LinkedIn. So if you want profile followers, so your profiles will look more real and professional, you can just use this for USA highly professional people who are on LinkedIn will follow you automatically. This for your post likes on LinkedIn, people will like your post automatically and they will be USA citizens. This is this jewelry people and a lot of things. But this USA this thing just means they are USA citizens that follow you, and they are also general ones. You can see it's a lot and everything is actually working. So let's move to the next step, which is let's keep SoundCloud. It's working. Spotify followers is working. Spotify services is working. Spotify monthly listener is working. Telegram is working. TikTok is working. Views, everything is working under this TikTok. Let's move to Twitter followers, which is another place we see. Okay, this for Arab. These ones are probably low profile people they will follow you. It's cheaper and it's working well. It's working immediately. And this is also for high profile people to follow you on Twitter. It's working well and it's working good. to limit your to save costs, we advise you just use little quantity. 50 followers is just 700 for, I think, for high quality. Let me see for Arabs. So, and you can see quantity 50 followers. I think, oh sorry, I think the Arab is even a bit more let me get what I'm thinking. Okay, I feel sorry. Let's go through the. Oh, okay. What happened is actually we are running a discount on most of those sure suggested this thing. That's why. But with time, the prices might increase. So don't be annoyed when you see some prices increasing. But most of for the administrator suggested this thing. There's a promo running on, and that's why the price seems more cheaper than the this thing. But this suggested is just the best. It's better than Twitter this thing. Everything is stable. When I mean the difference is just that the quality of people that will follow you matters too. In sometimes, it differs from like someone that has five followers following you won't really make sense. But you want someone with high profile to follow you, someone with good impressions already on Twitter. That's just where the difference lies in. But all services is working. So just depending on you. Twitter likes is working, Twitter comment is working, Twitter retweet is working, YouTube subscribers is working perfectly. So all you just need to do here is just to find the YouTube link, put it here, and your YouTube channel link rather. You input it, and all subscribers will work. It's a bit costly too. Let's see. Let me just go through here. So the best thing I'll just advise is to do cheaper ones. If you can afford, you can do as much as you want. 50 is just 2,000, and 100 is 100 followers on this thing is 5,000 naira. So depending on you and what you can afford. Categories, okay. This is YouTube views is working perfectly. So this is just it. It's cheaper, 1.8 for just 1,000 views. So if I actually want 20,000 views, which is this 20,000 views on my video, can you see? Okay, yeah, 20,000 is just 36,000. If I want 1,000 views, it's just 1.8, and it's going to be automatic, and everything is working perfectly. YouTube SEO is working, YouTube like and comment is working, YouTube like and others is working, and here we move to the USA, Euro, and Europe Instagram followers boosting. It's perfectly working. These are people that actually probably you're doing editing or you deal with foreigners a lot, and you want your profile to be filled up with at least followers of the citizens probably you're doing business with. I'm talking about probably people who are into web designs, people who are editing or doing any business that actually involves foreign people to patronize you. You won't want your profiles to be filled with a certain kind of region. You might want it general, or probably you want people from USA and Europe people to mostly follow you, and just when people offering services to foreigners, to all these people outside Africa or so, you can just use this and for to boost up or to brand up your page. So this is it. So this is it. USA and Europe, you can see. Just for followers, be careful. This logo is Europe owned. You understand? Where this logo is American people to follow you. The one with USA flag is American people, while the one with a Europe logo is for Europe followers. So don't make mistake and be careful. There's difference between followers, there's difference between likes. This category is follower, this other one is followers. Then TikTok followers, here we see there's this one, Turkey people to follow you on TikTok and a lot of things like that. So I think that's just all the categories we have, and every services under it is working. So you just, if you the main one, which is just the first one, people really do. That's our highest order is Instagram followers, general and stable Instagram followers that don't drop. And this is it. It's very cheap, very cheap. When I mean very cheap, this is it. As at now, we even on promo, but the actual price is actually 600. But as at now, the price is 477. So with 1,000 followers, you get 470. You pay 477 naira. So with 10k followers, it's just 4,000. 100k followers is just 47,000, and a million followers is 477,650. We advise to always use the if you are going to be doing big followers like 50k, 100k, please use accounts that are very old, at least a year old accounts or 2 year olds, so it will like everything would be smooth. So that's just it. And just try a year old account is okay for boosting any amount of this. Just make sure the account is a year old, and make sure the account is not on private. And when you are using a profile, when you are working on a profile, probably you are boosting followers and you feel, I need to add 1,000 more, just chill and let everything load first. Then when it's done, you can see this, you visit orders. This is where you see all your orders. This is where you see everything you've ordered, and you can see how it's moving. It will be reading on there. Presently, this is a new account. I don't really have any order now, so it's not going to display anything. So that's just it. So okay, let me go back here. Let's say someone gave me, okay, let me first use myself as an instance. I want to boost 1k followers for myself now. I'll just input quantity, then I input the link. I don't have a link now presently, so I just input the link, and you see this 477. That's for me personally. So let's say for resellers, this video I'm saying it for reseller. Are you being okay now? I want to charge someone for 1,000 followers. I want to resell actually, probably for a friend or anyone. It could be. So and the cost is 477. I'll just charge like 2k, which is fair. So with 2,000, you gain at least you gain 1.5, which even means you are gaining more than us. Wow. So let's say someone wants 10,000 followers. The total cost is 4k. You can charge 15 to 20 as you wish, or as your client wishes to pay. So everything is between you and your client. You are gaining with 10,000 followers, charging just 15,000. You are gaining 10,000, which is even more than us. If you charge 20k followers, you are gaining over 15k. So that's just that. You first look at the quantity and the charge before you decide price. That's for resellers. If it's individual, you don't have any business with that, because the amount it's bringing out there, that's the amount you actually pay. Now let's go to the next step. Once you know the price, you go through the services and everything, you know what you want. The next thing you first do is you can't see now my balance is just 0 naira, so it's not going to work well. What I do is I make sure I add funds, and I'm adding 500 naira. Flutterwave is our company, payment company. We've agreed and we're working with them, and we feel Flutterwave, everybody already knows it. They are one of the sponsors of this viral show, the Big Brother Nigeria, and a lot of things. So we've choose them for our payment and integration. So the amount I want is 500, because I actually want 1,000 followers, and if you remember, it was around 4 something. So I'll just round it up, and probably to save stress. So I just go to pay. You click on pay. You've input the amount. You click on pay. You can pay with ATM. There are a lot of payment options. You can pay with ATM. All you just have to do is to input your front 16 this thing. Then you input the year. If it's 0623 on your card, you input 0623. Simple. And the CVV is the one at the back of your card. Just that 3 number, which is 321, and that's it. So, but I actually don't. I'm not an ATM fan. I don't like using ATMs, probably because it gets missing a lot. But I always go for pay with USSD. But before I go there, some people might not even have USSD. USSD means your transfer, your star 737 for GTB, your star 919 for UBA, your star 966 for Zenith, your star, which other bank do I know of? Sorry, I don't know for all, but at least I just know some. You should know your bank USSD codes. So I'm going back to this. This is what I'm using. But let me just show. You can actually, if you still don't use USSD, you don't use ATM, you can pay with bank. You can pay with your bank ATM. I mean, internet banking. So it's going to lead me actually to Mono, which is another subsidiary payment for Flutterwave, and everything is safe. You can make your research on all these payment gateways. So depends on your bank. All bank is available. This Kuda, this GT, this FNB, this Zenith. If you are using GT, for example, this is your login this thing. Make sure when you are typing all your details, no one is watching for your safety. And also make sure you are using your card details, your bank this thing. Don't pay with someone else this thing, because actually if it's been detected, it will be reported to the anti-fraud team. So for Kuda, this is it. You just log in your Kuda and you pay. So let's go back to what I'm actually using back. Let's see, I think close, probably. Let's see, just close. Then click on this change payment method, because I'm no one using the one I clicked, so I click on change payment method. So let me go. Don't forget it was with bank we choose. There's difference between bank transfer and bank transfer. I wouldn't say it's a bit of, I think, which one did we choose? Let me get it right, sorry. Okay, it's with bank. Pay with bank is different from bank transfer. The bank transfer, I wouldn't really suggest you really use that, because it's going to take a lot of time. You can pay with Bata. If you use Bata, you can pay with Pega. If you use Pega, if you use NQR, you can pay with NQR. If you use Altitude, pay Altitude, you can pay with it. But I suggest this one, pay with card. I suggest pay with USSD for instant reflection, and I suggest pay with bank for instant reflection, which is the first three on the list. But I'm going for pay with USSD because that's just what I like to use. I'll choose my bank. Almost all banks is there, all popular banks. Let me just say that Access is my bank. If you are using GT, this is it. Heritage, this is it, and others as seen below. So I go for Access Bank. So I input. All you do is just to copy this code. I copy. This is it. You deep press, like you dip your fingers on the screen on the codes. Can you see dip? And it will bring it out. Copy. So this is copy. I choose copy. Then I go to my dial pad and input the distance. So I think I copied the wrong thing. But it should start with star. So probably I made some mistakes over there.
Who you are trying to call?
I messed up with the distance. I think let me just go back and do the right thing again. Okay. Sorry, I pressed too deeply. That was why it was dialing already on the screen. You don't even need to really deep press. Just touch. I think just touch. Can you see? I just touched, and that's all. Then I think there should be an hash which is not shown. So make sure it ends with this. But let me just say sorry. I think we need to really get this. Okay, so this is it. The thing is, make sure it's starting with star, and make sure it ends with hash. That's just it. So this is it. You just input. I think probably the code is too long and my phone is not pressing the hash. So I just do it this way, simple. For easier way for people, you can just get a biro and a pen, then you write it down. You understand? That's the manual way. Instead of stressing or depressing or not to make mistake, best thing is just to get a biro or a paper beside you or anything. Just write it down, then you pay easily. But I don't really need that. I know it should start from star and it should end with dash, as we all do all this transfer. So we just click. Or probably to ease all this stress, you can just use your bank this thing, which is the pay with bank. Use your bank apps, which you are very familiar with already. So I think I would make another video of someone using the bank app. So I will send a video along too. So I just click on my bank. So I don't want you to know my PIN. So I pause the video. So I just got debited. So the charge is just 7 naira for 500. It's just 7 naira. The charges are very low and minimal. So you wait on. You don't press anything. The screen should automatically take you there. Don't press anything after paying with USSD. You can see it's doing it already itself, which is automatic, requesting this thing and payment there. Before I add 0 naira, All you just need to do is sometimes you just refresh, which is you just go reflected 500. You might got an email already, so that's it. You get an email every time you make payments. You see, you check your email, you see. So for easier this thing, let me just go back to that first, oh sorry, okay, which seems we wasted time on. I would say since everyone uses bank app, is either you use. I'm not paying again. I'm just trying to note something for everyone. If you don't like the experience with USSD, there's a lot of things. Okay, it's automatically in USSD now. You can see it's automatically in USSD, but I don't want to use it. I'm changing payment method. Change payment method. You can always go for pay with bank. I think this pay with bank will be easier for people that knows how to handle bank apps. I don't really use bank apps. That's why I don't really like paying with bank apps. I mostly use USSD codes. So this is better for people using bank app. So just choose the bank app you have. If it's GT, choose. If it's Access, choose. If it's Kuda, choose. If it's FCMB, choose. If it's Zenith, choose. If it's UBA, choose. Jais Bank, choose. Heritage Bank, choose. Providence Bank, choose. I think that's all. Then let's just close and go back to other things. Let's get to other things we can actually do. So now I have the link. I have the money. I can do 1,000 followers right now. Let me just figure out. Let me do. Wait. Sorry.